Welcome to the Astronomy Centre at Low Dalby. I'm standing near the two observatories which we use on the first Friday of every month when visitors come down here to have a look at the night sky. But it's a very, very wet afternoon now. It's raining, in fact, which is typical of astronomy in this country. In fact, 60% of all nights are cloudy. So instead of trying to look through the telescopes that you see behind me and at the side of me, I'm going to take you on a different sort, a synthetic tour of the solar system with a rather interesting little programme that we show to our visitors from time to time. It's the planet we love to show people through the telescope. It's the one with the glorious system of rings, and of course it is the planet Saturn that we're talking about. Saturn, which has 31 moons, and the most glorious system of rings, which we're now going to be able to look at and home in on right now. Look at that. What a wonderful planet Saturn is. And this is the sort of view that the astronauts of the future will see when they approach Saturn with its family of moons in the future. The rings were thought to be solid at one time, but now we know that they're made up of lumps of ice about the size of double-decker buses. And when we pass through the plane of the rings, as we have done just now, see how wafer thin the rings are. Because these lumps of ice, there are millions of them, as I say, very small, about the size of a lorry or a double-decker bus. But now we're looking at a view of Saturn that no one from Earth has seen yet, because we're looking towards the night side of Saturn. And soon we'll see Saturn eclipse the Sun and all the other planets in the inner solar system. A view that we have to wait far into the future to be able to see as human beings once we've made the journey out there. But there we see some of the major moons of Saturn, the beautiful with its rings. We leave Saturn behind, and we're going twice as far away now as Saturn is from the Sun, to a planet that was discovered by an Englishman in 1781, a man called William Herschel, who used to be an organist in a church in the city of Bath, down in the southwest of England. We're told he went through the service pretty quickly to set his telescope up in the backyard because he wanted to look at the sky one Sunday night in March in 1781. And on that very night, from his backyard in that beautiful city, he was able to see this object. He thought at first it was a comet, but other astronomers looked and they realized it was a world which lies far, far, far beyond Saturn, the planet Uranus, named after the Roman god of the sky. A greenish-grey world with, so we've just discovered, its own set of rings. Much more delicate rings than the rings of Saturn. So delicate that we can't actually see them from the Earth. But the Voyager space probes that went by proved that they existed. And we knew already that they were there because we'd seen the rings actually pass in front of a star, causing it to flicker several times on either side of the planet. Uranus. We're almost at the edge of our solar system now. A beautiful green world with delicate rings. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the solar system. We look forward to seeing many of you here at Low Dalby on the first Friday of every month, when you can see the real stars themselves and the planets too.